Servus everyone! Today I'll show you how to install Arch Linux for one simple reason, because a friend of mine told me if I were to make a tutorial about installing Arch Linux, he would use Linux instead of Windows. And I was like, okay, I'll take you up on that and I'll do that. And now's the time for this. So I'll do it, I guess, in a semi-speedrun kind of thing. And therefore I'll try to do it as fast as possible. And yeah, let's start. First of all, I already prepped that one, I guess. We need to go to the Arch Linux wiki page, which is this nice thing, simply archlinux.org. Then we simply have to go to the install thing, and I think it's somewhere on the side, so I'll just search for it. And where's my installation page? Somewhere. Ah, installation guide. There we go. That's more or less the Bible of Arch Linux. So simply follow this tutorial if you wanna do it. And yeah, then we go to download. Then we have some weird error, but who cares? And yeah, let's just go. I do not want to download it via torrent, I just want to have it from a mirror. Yeah. Let's take a local one, I guess, from, what do I know? Let's take a German one for from some university or something like that, because I trust those a bit more than simply a random website. Yeah, TU Freiburg, Technical University, should be fine. It has 1.3 gigs, so yeah. Let's take this ISO here. This loads down, and since I am working on a system, I'll simply install the ISO on a virtual machine. So I have to create one. I'll do this here. So this is the cool virtual machine manager. I just have to press here, go on to local install medium, and then select this here, which okay, this is completed. I will do on my second screen, because then I do not have to edit out my file system and do funny things here. So there it is, open. Well, that's here. Yes. Then forward. There we go. Then, since Arch Linux is quite easy to use, I'll just give it, I guess, 4 gigs. So 496 RAM, and let's give it 4 cores for now. I have enough, that's great. 20 gigs is more than enough, so let's just do 10. Forward, blah blah blah. We do not have to think about more or not care for more. We use a virtual network so that we can install more packages, and click on finish. And yeah, there we have our little Arch Linux window. But in order to install that, we should go back to, let's do it like this, the installation guide here. Oh, it's booting, that's great. And we are doing the easy way, because I want to do a fast install. So yeah, let's don't do all this, because this is a pain in the butt. If you want to install it, you should at least verify your signatures, because I am not doing this because I use a virtual machine, so I'm fine from any harm that could be in the ISO file. Yeah. Whew, talking so much is quite exhausting. Especially since I didn't prep a drink this time. Who cares? Anyway, you should verify your signatures, because there could be malicious code inserted somewhere in the ISO, so safety first. Well, where are we in the guide now? We got the thing, we skipped this, we had the installation medium, so usually you put the file onto USB drive with Berliner Etcher, for example. Everything is described in this website here. And then you, yeah, install it from there. Then we put the live environment, we are in there now. then usually you simply follow this, but nowadays there's the neat little thing called, give me a moment, opening another browser window, install, how's it called? Exactly. Nowadays you simply use archinstall because it's fast and easy and it makes my tutorial way easier, and for first time users it's easier to do because otherwise you have to install the network stack, Wi-Fi especially, all the drivers, a desktop environment. Otherwise you simply have what you can see on my left side here. Well, then let's see if I can run this already. Okay, do I have? Yeah, I have access. So we simply type in pacman/sy archinstall. I do not know why I typed in the U, I think that's simply habit. Then it does synchronizing package databases, blah blah blah. And since I'm connected via LAN connection, I should have internet access, I hope. My virtual machine is kinda off. Yo. Oh, that's just updating archinstall, so I shouldn't have done that, I guess. Because I also don't have internet. Funny. Let's just use archinstall then. Because it is part of the installation medium. The only question that remains is if it can be run offline. Does not seem like it. So, small hurdle here, which I will fix now and edit out, so see you in a moment when I fix the internet for the virtual machine. If you install it on a live machine, you shouldn't have this issue because you are connected via hopefully a cable. So, see you in a moment. And we are back. So I hope it worked out, otherwise I'll have an issue. I'll simply type archinstall again and there we go. We've got our installation thing. I hope it's readable because it seems quite small. Can I zoom in, I wonder? Okay, let's first read what the wiki says because it says the archinstall and then the rest is automatically. Okay, so I can just go full size. Nice. Good, then archinstall name, which is English, that's fine. Locales is an US keyword that checks out. We do not have to care about the mirrors. The disk configuration is fine as well because we are in a what's it called, virtual machine. The bootloader, I like grub, it's great. Hostname is fine. Authentication, yeah. Profile, I don't exactly know what it does, but default should be fine. Applications, yeah, that's good. Bluetooth, let's say, yeah, we wanna configure Bluetooth audio, and we like Pipewire because Pipewire is good, and Pulse audio is also great, but it's can I have both? No. We should use Pipewire because it's a new protocol which we want to use. Then profile-wise type is, what do we wanna have? We wanna have a desktop, yeah, we are using a desktop PC, so we should select an, okay, yeah, it's important to use profile, I'm sorry. Here we select our desktop environment, so how it will look. And I'm a fan of Plasma because that's what I'm using as well, so I'll simply select this. And that's nice. Graphics drivers, we do not need all in my case, or we should use all because we are in a virtual machine, like I said before. Yeah, you can simply select what you need there, because I would select AMD, for example, because I have an AMD graphics card and I don't need the Intel and Nvidia drivers. But in this case, VirtualBox should suffice as well, because it is for virtual machines. But let's see with all open source. We can have an greeter, that's fine. SDDM for login is perfectly fine. Good. Then let's see, what else can we do? Applications, yeah, we have that enabled. Kernels. We can select a different Linux kernel. I like Linux Zen because it's great for desktop use with multiple applications because the scheduler is better for this, I think. It is in there. Normal Linux and LTS would be great for servers, especially LTS because it's long-term service and better to not update, but I wouldn't use Arch Linux for servers, so that's that. Then network configuration, we can... Oh, that's sick. You can copy, because usually you would configure the network a bit from the ISO thing, so you can simply copy it and that's great, or network manager or the other thing. So yeah, I would usually use that, but network manager is great as well. That is what I'm using on my hardware. Then we have more packages. Cool. Can I like select a browser already? No, I can select way more. Damn. Is it possible to filter? Yes. So let's go. I don't know. Can I have? Okay, Steam is not there. Is a browser? Can we install Firefox? We can install Firefox with tons of extension in it already. So let's go for these two, I guess. Then with slash we go back to the menu. Steam is not available, I guess. That's fine. What else would one need? Discord maybe? Yeah, we can install Discord as well. So that's great. Let's go with that. And time zone. I am in not UTC, but we press slash again and type in Europe. And I guess let's take Vienna. Because it's not a secret that I am from Austria. So you simply have to be capable of selecting it and not type backslash in. So here it is. There we go. Automatic time sync, that's fine. And safe configuration for one. Cool. Enter a directory for the computer to be saved in. Okay, never mind. Then we simply press on install, that's easier. Never mind. We do not have a user specified. Okay, let's have a look at that, I guess. That's not here. It should be not here either because that's the host name. Save config. Okay. Save user credentials. We don't have user credentials in there. So let's figure it out. I would think it would be in profile, but that's not true. So where could it be? Language is fine. That is fine. Well then, if you don't know what to do, you simply go into Control and H for help. And don't get any smarter, I guess, because I have those controls. Nice. This configuration, partitioning. Okay, let's do this. Best effort, pre-mounted manual partitioning. Okay, let's do best effort. Take this. Nowadays, you would want to use BTRFS because you can do simple backups with this. But ext4 is more stable because I think at the moment of recording this, or a few weeks ago, there were issues with BTRFS and Arch Linux, which made it more difficult. So I hope in the future BTRFS will be fine again. So let's take this. Then, yeah, default structure should be fine. Use compression, I'm not sure about that. Simple copy on write. Yeah, it's loose compression, who cares. Partitioning, we have a home directory, we have 1 GB for boot, that's more than enough, and 9 GB for the rest, should be fine. Good. Very good, back. Swap is enabled, hostname, bootloader, profile. Can I now save the configuration? Yes. Control H. Let's go back there. Stupid. Save configuration? Save all? For it to be saved, tab completion enabled. I don't know. config. Let's go with, okay. /home/user. What does it want from me? Let's figure it out, because we do everything live here. It was easy to use till now. Maybe we should configure mirrors. Yeah, let's set this up as well. We want, let's take Germany, because they usually are better for that. Perfect. Optional repositories. That's fine. We could just add the AUR there, I think. Perfect. Can now go on to install. Here and root password, at least one user must be specified. But where do we do that? Where do we do that? We have this, we have this, we have had a look at this. We had a look at authentication. I'm so stupid. Root password, yeah, let's take, I don't know, root. That should be fine. Confirm. Now we have a root user and we add a user and call it simply user. And password user, yes. And it will be a super user. And we confirm and exit this. Easy. Authentication for the user. Didn't see that. Well, install. Yes. And let's see how it will go. Blah blah. Does the partitioning, that's good. Uses the Arch Linux keyring so that stuff works properly, that's also good. Let's have a look how far in we are. 20 minutes already. So yeah, let's start a speedrun. So I'll simply call the video however it is called in the title. Something like tutorial probably. Good, now we can feel like, if that's your first install, like some kind of hacker with the great command line here. And yeah, we wait. My expectation of the setup would have been about half an hour, so I'm in time with that. That's great. And yeah, it does everything for us. We simply selected what we needed. And hopefully after the next reboot, which will happen momentarily, everything works out and we have a nice Arch Linux user interface with Plasma. Yeah. But like I said in my other Linux video about gaming on Linux, I do not recommend Arch Linux for beginners because it's a pain in the ass. If you want to use an Arch-based distro, which a friend of mine now uses, I would use CachyOS because it does everything for you and has gaming specific stuff set up already, and that's good. Yeah, elsewise use Linux Mint or I don't know, Novaro OS or something Fedora based. If you need more recommendations, simply put them in the comments and I'll tell you about it. And yeah, if the install screen annoys you, I put a timestamp onto the video and also put it up above me here. So click that to click it below, I guess, to go where the install process is done. Proper words. But looking at it is always nice. Ah, okay, we are in the final steps with installing stuff. That's great. Yeah. How? That should be it, right? No, it does some more stuff. What was the issue? Blah blah blah. It's good that an issue happened. So for now we simply... Oh, okay, there's an issue with 2 packages which are semi the same. Because pipewire check and check 2. What did it try to install? Lip pulse is up to date. Blah 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 blah. Looking for conflicted packages. Yeah, let's retry it once. Okay, as I thought. Because pipewire check is a replacement for check 2, which is old and not used anymore, so I guess I either did something wrong in the setup script or we found a bug. Then we skip that. And we have an issue. So let's try that again. Good, we have nothing set up, so I do that and skip to the next install skin thing. Huh, that completed. That's great. So we simply reboot the system. I was also googling what our error before was, and it was that okay. We do not wanna put into the install thing again. And we do not wanna open that. Put existing OS, that's great. Let's go here. Archinstall. There we go. It loads Linux 10, as you can see. Here, where's my banana? Here's Linux 10, you can see it here. And yeah, here. I was googling our error, like I said before. It was that there was obviously a conflict between pipewire and check, so usually it's recommended to simply not install any audio drivers and install them here when you are in the system, and yeah, here we are. And now we have everything set up what we need. We have Discover here, which is not functioning because we haven't installed Flatpak, so to install that and have an easy time installing stuff, we now open the terminal, which is called console here, because KDE, and we simply put in pacman/s flatpak. And since we have a normal user, we use sudo and put in our root password, which is user in this case. Then it installs this stuff. We can close this for now. And yeah, we wait a moment because we only have 4 cores, so it will take a bit. And yeah, I have not installed Discord nor Firefox in this one, but we will do this in a moment, because if we put in browser here, we do not have a browser here, and we will do this after this is done. It will probably be way faster on proper hardware, because it is proper hardware. So yeah, sorry for that one. And my cat is waking up. Good morning. There you go. Now if we open Discover again, we have our Flatpak ready. And if you want to have stuff sandboxed, which is way easier in the beginning, you can just do it here. After this finished loading, but since this is a virtual machine, it will take longer, but as you can see, there's all the good things. You can put in, I think Discord should be a default Flatpak in the flat tab, so we can install it here, for example, or do it natively with pacman/s Discord, and I would like to have Firefox as well, and I guess Steam, so that I can play games. Is it not called Steam? Well, color me surprised. Anyways. Do we need something? Yeah, we need to enable multi-lib, and you can do that in the setup thing as well, so that should be easy. And now we have a browser and we have our funny communication thing up. And yeah, we also installed the network manager, so you can put in stuff here for the network, because if you use Wi-Fi, that's important. And yeah, we can go to our favorite YouTuber, which would be me, I hope. Discord is up, that's nice. And thank you, Discord, I do not want to have you right now. That's quite annoying. So I just show that it works. That's not how my channel is called. There you go. Yeah. Accept all. And yeah, it works. Now you have Arch Linux, and I wonder how many resources we are using right now, so... what's it called? Who's calling me on Discord? I will call back that in a moment. Anyway, system monitor. We can have a look here how many resources this thing uses. And yeah. Not much CPU, we don't have a GPU, not much memory. Easy peasy. Good, with all of that out of the way, I thank you so much for watching, and I might do a second video where I simply cut it down to like 3 minutes, because that might be easier for other people. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope I showed you something very new, I guess, because there are plenty Arch Linux install videos on the internet. And yeah, and for my more regular viewers, I guess I have a small announcement, because I finished writing my script for my Arch Linux modding video, so Linux modding video, and it will hopefully be up soonish. It's just a bit more to edit than this thing. So yeah, thanks for watching, bye.